I was so mad this morning. Anyways, that's how a lot of people are today. American or Ukrainian or Russian or any of that. We're all very, very upset today. 2023, there's too many laws and nobody's actually caring about them. You know, you get robbed, you get mugged, your family treats you like crap. There's no laws. One law that I thought that should be made is there's a lot of community service. If a lot of people have kids and don't take care of their kids, they should be at a fucking 24, not 24 hour, but like 2 hours a day community service, or, you know, 20 hours a week community service. You know, you have to complete those for being like a deadbeat mother or father. That would actually help a lot. And as far as like uh, the family with Robert De Niro, great actor. Don't know what he is. Italian, Jewish, Italian, German Jew, or Italian Jew, or just Italian, or what, American Italian. But you know, all these trades originally happened to be people that, you know, separated, but yet you could tell the guy can play any gig. You know, the guy can wear the thing on top. Boom, he's Arabic or something. You know what I mean? It's these trades where we all are the same people. Now, the one thing that annoys me about the movie The Family is, excuse me, there's a lot of killing in it, and it's becoming so normal. And instead of having a movie like that, it's talking about mafia and, like, you know, the family being tough. It's constantly showing them just getting pissed and making comedy out of death. Now, instead of the average family that used to be able to watch it, laugh, and just make it a movie, you got a lot of serious people that are able to manipulate that type of unnecessary conflict, and you walk away like it's nothing, you know? With millennial babies, we're the last to really care about that a lot. Then you got new age babies where some are still emotional, don't want death for no one. But you also have a lot of people that are intrigued with, you know, I'm going to get my revenge. This, instead of being revenge, is justice. So that really bothers me as far as all of this anthropology. And yes, I need to get a haircut. I'll probably get one tomorrow with my first haircut or with my first paycheck. Because look how my hair grows out to the side. No matter how many times I get it cut straight, it's never straight. It's always going out like that, up higher. Anyways, I've cut my own hair before and all that. The thing that gets me mad, especially about that movie, besides the killing, is how long we've been tricked with all these secret organizations, you know? How many people are in the Illuminati that know they're in the Illuminati? And how many people are considered Illuminati because they're citizens of nations that are Illuminati? So, yeah, you know, you have a lot of people with conflicts. You had Bush's grandfather who was handling finances for Hitler. You have the two Illuminati families that went to war and you know, planned the whole terrorist thingy, as far as the guy that owned the buildings for 9/11. You know, he got that insurance policy. The one day that the place blew up, he did not have breakfast on his 90th or 9th floor or whatever the heck. You know, these are very serious people that should not be in power and should not be alive still today. But, yeah, we've been tricked for a long time with secret organizations that were like Mafia fighting secret organizations of supposedly good guys, and all the good guys that are doing like the Jericho Act and all this and that. But really, they're a mafia themselves, you know? This is very serious stuff in history that you need to pay attention to, because nobody should be dealing with all of this, especially like how I'm frustrated, you know? Being a victim since you were a kid, people manipulating your situation, them thinking that you're like a big, fat, chubby dumbass. When I was in school, I've had kids where they're like, oh, I'll punch you. And by the time you try to swing on me, I already hit you like 5 times. It ended up being the opposite way around. You know, my quick, fast, bang, bang, bang. You know, it's just that type of accuracy. A lot of people talked out of their asses because they were so into movies and they were bullies. Even though they were smaller than me, there was two or three or four of them. You know what I mean? It's not my fault. I was a big guy and I was super fast. Kind of like the Hercules or the Achilles or the, whoever the heck you want to think of today. There's a lot of us that are actually very athletic or very strong, amazing. I mean, you look at me, you look at Cain Velasquez, and much respect to him for standing up and beating the hell out of somebody that was a sicko that was bothering his daughter. Then you have people like Tyson, big ass dude with a lot more melanin or whatever, in the skin dark. I don't call people black. I think Jesse Jackson really messed up trying to call people black. 89, the same year I was born. 2 years later, Black Hawk or Blackbird or whatever was released, that triangular looking vessel, and everyone was thinking, is that a UFO or not? These type of things are getting created with nuclear reactors. And those nuclear reactors, one thing I know about them is they don't need to implode or explode. They just need to all wear off, where that explosion that you don't notice is actually radioactive. So you might be standing by something wondering, why are you getting sicker? Why are you coughing? Why is your immune system getting weaker? Well, these type of things that are technology are not good for you. When you have a fire, it breathes your oxygen. You're not able to breathe because it's actually just throwing out the negative ambers and, everything that is burning in there, like the oxygen, is coming out negative because it got breathed. When you look at gasoline, you take the gasoline out from under the ground. Next you have ground go boom and fall into the ground. When you have a lot of gasoline getting taken on the earth, sometimes that pocket that the gasoline is in is not only under land and the ground goes boom or breaks in half, but you also have areas where it's underground, underwater. So when you take all that oxygen out of those pockets, whoosh, sometimes in the ocean you'll have whirlpools. You know what I'm saying? These are many of the things. Is it 100% of the whirlpools? No, but that's a big majority. Why? Because we have been stripping this earth of its natural elements to save itself, to save us. If you look at human life on a living planet, it's a lot like mites on a bird's beak or eyes. If you look at us living on the back of a planet which is alive, it's like if we're the fleas. Instead of scratching and messing up the animal where it's really hurting and scratching, this Mother Earth doesn't care. The Mother loves us living on Earth, but does not like us destroying it. When we're building all this technology and whatnot, we are technically like fleas or mites, or more like rabies, because we're actually killing the earth and killing ourselves. That's how you know everything is macro and micro, and it's very serious. I've been talking about that constantly. I learned quantum physics in 3 days, but I did not need to achieve learning quantum physics 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9. Why? Because it all needs to matter about the 3 dimensions on this plane. Quantum physics 1, 2, and 3. Mind, body, and spirit. Once you understand those bases or the foundation, you'll see how everyone complex things to make it way bigger and worse. And the biggest thing that gets me mad, as far as today looking at commercials, the government barely released new solar panels that are like 2 months old as far as commercials. I've been talking about solar panels getting rid of the old ones or putting more wires to the old ones. Now when you look at these commercials, they're also showing you honeycomb type of cyber cell flat tops of the solar systems. You know what I'm saying? Everything that is macro as far as Earth and living can easily be found in the basis or foundation of life. So instead of having square panels, you notice how everything is starting to be honeycomb, just like the bees, how they make honey. And every time you swivel water on real honey, it makes the honeycomb. These are things that are natural, and the government is finally saying, give us those old solar panels, we'll give you new ones free. Why are they trying to do that? Because they're trying to steal my idea and take it out from under me. How many people have seen me for the last 5 months talking about solar panels can be better made and everyone can live off of energy for free without killing ourselves with the negative